Happy hump day, everyone. And by the way, before anyone points it out, yes, I'm wearing a different navy blue shirt. See, the shirt I wore yesterday was navy blue, but it's different. This one has a little pocket for me to put stuff in. So, yes. Don't think I don't. Oh, we're just wearing the same outfit twice? No, I don't do that. At least not anymore. Although that would make for an interesting topic to talk about for today. And maybe it will, I don't know. So let's see, what's my low, my high, my act of kindness? Well, I guess my low is that I kind of underestimated how many clothes I was going to bring up to the lake. See, right now, as we speak, I'm currently in preparations for going to the lake this Friday, obviously. And, there's some things I gotta bring up and get ready for. There's some stuff I gotta bring up in terms of food. I need to have clothes up there, obviously. Just miscellaneous, stuff that's important. Oh, can something be both miscellaneous and important? I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever asked that question before. So moving on, my high is I did get to spend time with my family yesterday, my mom and dad. We went to Five Guys for dinner last night. I got myself my usual, a burger, a bacon cheeseburger cooked all the way. That's with ketchup, mustard, mayo, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, grilled mushrooms, and those sweet, sweet pickles. The pickles, I think the pickles are what make the sandwich for me. Well then again, it shouldn't come as a surprise. I make pickles every now and again, so maybe I've grown more of an affinity for it. But they gotta be like good pickles. Like, I've had myself some less desirable pickles. Looking at you, McDonald's. Seriously, like some fast food places that offer a burger, I swear, like, the pickle is just so obnoxious it takes the entire sandwich over. Five Guys doesn't really do that though. They got good pickles. And speaking of those condiments I just mentioned, well, some of them anyway, my act of kindness was, well, there was a few things I did for an act of kindness. I took out the garbage from my parents. I emptied and filled their dishwasher. And I already got some stuff for them to take up to the lake. Or more importantly, me to take up to the lake because I'm going to be the one heading up there first. Nothing major. Well, I guess there are a few major. I mean, honestly, the only things I got so far are like ingredient-related items. Condiments. So ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, sweet relish. I got dill pickles and bread and butter pickles. Hey, listen, there's going to be plenty of times for a barbecue, specifically burgers and hot dogs. So I had to get those. I also got ranch. Listen, yes, I'm a firm believer in wings should only be dipped in blue cheese. Ranch is fine just about anything else, okay? Don't want to. So, in that regard, I guess you could call me a ranch bitch. Ooh, actually, hold on. What should one for blue cheese be? I was gonna say blue cheese boy, but that's not very inclusive. What if there are women who love blue cheese? I mean, yeah, I know you have some women who identify as men, but I don't think that would apply to this specific example. One word I really can't stand is the word bae. I cannot stand that word. It's such a stupid word. It sounds like, let's say you're in a relationship with someone and someone calls you bae. To me, it just sounds kind of like belittling in a way for me. I don't know. Hey, listen, I wouldn't know. I've never been able to. This is why I need a girlfriend. I need to know these things. Okay? Because whoever I'm with would tell me what I'm doing wrong. You know? She would also be able to see past how much of an idiot I am, but that's nothing new. I'm going to think about that. Anyway, so in terms of stuff you put in the fridge, I just mentioned I got the ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, sweet relish, and 2 kinds of pickles, kosher dill pickles and spears, and bread and butter pickle chips, and ranch. For stuff that you would keep in like a cupboard, I got salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, sugar, and white vinegar. I told my mom all the stuff I got her so far, right? And she said, what about the oil? I'm like, I didn't actually smack my head, but I swear, every time I shop for groceries, oil is like the one thing I always forget to grab. Any kind of oil. Olive oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, any kind of oil that you're going to use for cooking, I always forget to grab. Partly because, listen, I figured out a way to take fat from meat and, store that. So I guess I don't necessarily need to use oil, but it's just so inconvenient. It's very shelf stable. I'm better off. I don't really need oil yet, I suppose. There are some things, though, I thought about getting yesterday, but I'd rather wait till we're a little bit closer to the end of the week to grab them, simply because they are relatively perishable items, like eggs and bacon, for breakfast and stuff. Sour cream. That's another thing I forgot to grab. I forgot to grab Lipton onion soup mix. Yeah, my mom actually makes the real old school French onion dip. The one where you make, where you combine a 1 pound thing of a sour cream with a packet of the French onion dip, and then you just start up together and make French onion dip. French onion soup to make French onion dip. Seriously, Lipton onion soup mix is one of the greatest treasures known to humanity. Ever. I'm like, how has no one noticed that yet? So I got that to look forward. So there are a few things I gotta grab. Oh yeah, I also got a case of water because we need to stay hydrated when we're up there, So I don't know. I did manage to get a few things for the lake. So relatively productive. So as long as my other topic I was going to mention was, with Hot One Season 21 coming up, and it's something this is something that I sort of have been doing all along, but I really have been wanting to do this more, is speculate what guests we're going to get, or what I would like to see. Because at this point, all we know is that tomorrow's guest is going to be Jason Sudeikis. Yes, Ted Lasso. So the question is, who else are we going to get? We're going to get some musicians. You clearly know we're going to get some celebrities. Definitely a few comedians. The question is, who or what? Although, speaking of singers, congratulations to Niall Horan for winning The Voice with contestant Gina Miles. Gina Miles, congratulations. You definitely, you know what? Seriously, I've been a fan of Gina Miles ever since her battle with Kala Bentham, I think her name is. Yeah, Kala. When they did A Skinny Love. Okay, that's a powerhouse voice. But it's rare that you think that the people that you root for are going to win. Seriously, I didn't think Megan Danielle was going to make it to the finale on The Voice. As much as I liked her, but she did. And honestly, if it was a different day, she wins. No shame. Seriously, considering you made it to the finale, Like, if you make it to the top two in something like American Idol or The Voice, someone's going to notice you. Someone's going to give you a record deal. And I'd be stunned if, like, that isn't the case. Because how do you make it that far in a reality show like that? Become, I guess, in a way, a micro celebrity? I mean, you know, I have the superstar fame of, like, say, one of the judges on American Idol or, like, one of the coaches on The Voice. But you would definitely, like someone's going to notice you. Someone's like, that person's interesting. Let's talk to them and let's see if we can negotiate some sort of record deal. Like, come on. At the end of the, I mean, yeah, I know, how do I say this? Sure, I thought about being on The Voice. It's just, you know, it's sort of that idea of why I actually struggle to do stuff like ask a girl out. Because at this point in my life, I'm really sick and tired of rejection. And something that's as big and national and widespread as The Voice and getting rejected on that, it would absolutely crush me. I mean, at the end of the day, if I ask out a girl and she says no, I mean, listen, I've asked out a lot of girls knowing full well they were never going to say yes. So needless to say, if I run into a girl I like that I do want to ask out and she doesn't say yes, that's going to crush me. Like, for the most part, again, I can handle rejection, sort of. Like, that's honestly why the one thing I want to do this year is ask a girl out. As much as it scares me. Because my entire life, I kind of knew that no one was ever going to say yes to me for a certain reason I'll get into later in December. So, at this point, if I ask someone out, and she says no, and honestly, I'm expecting her to say no, at least I did it on my own. And the reason she said no will be something other than the thing I'm going to be talking about in December. So, okay, full disclosure, whenever they asked out a girl, I just want to get girls to notice me, you know what I mean? Like, know my personality, then get to know me, I guess. Like, see me, and then judge yourself, I suppose. But again, I never force anything, don't do anything like that. I should stop now. Right, I was about to talk about guests I want to see on Hot Ones, wasn't I? Let's see. You know what? Considering that everyone's been talking about this, Bradley Cooper should be on Hot Ones at some point. Just fresh off of his, being on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 playing Rocket Raccoon. In which, okay, I may have talked about this once before, but there is actually some sort of, not a petition, but a lot of people are saying that Bradley Cooper should win the Oscar for what he did for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And keep in mind, Bradley Cooper he's been nominated several times for an Oscar. He's never won. So, for as great of a performance as Rocket was, I'll acknowledge that maybe Bradley Cooper should get a nomination. And even that's a stretch. The Academy is never going to accept. Like, listen, it took a decade for there to actually be, there to be a category for, animated movie. Or category for animated movie. And again, it took a decade. Meaning 10 years prior, someone suggested the idea, and everybody was just so stubborn they didn't do it. For that matter, it's going to be years before an animated movie ever wins Best Picture at the Oscars. And I'm sorry to say to all Disney fans out there, it probably won't be a Disney movie. Because as far as Disney has come, you need to take those kinds of risks. The kind of risks that Disney would never normally associate themselves with. The kind of risks where maybe being for all ages isn't necessarily a good idea. The kind of risks where, people are leaving the theater like, wow, I've never really seen Disney do anything like that before. Like, you gotta make them think, is it that good? Is it really that good that we're talking about this? Like that sort of thing. However, yes, Bradley Cooper should definitely be on Hot Ones. Really, anyone who's been in the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, obviously. Zoe Saldana was already on. Karen Gillan, Palm Clementif, either of the Gunn brothers, James Gunn and his brother Sean. So there you have a few guests right there. One person I feel should always be in consideration for a guest on Hot Ones should always be Snoop Dogg. Why? Because, bro, he's Snoop Dogg. The man needs no introduction. That man is a hero of mine. He is a hero to many. Okay? He's like one of the few people I'd ever see where, like, if I saw him in real life, I'd be like, what is thy bidding, my liege? That is how awesome Snoop Dogg is. Okay? Then again, I would do that for several people. I would do that for Weird Al, too. Weird Al's been on Hot Ones. He was the season 7 finale. This is a treasure trove of Hot Ones knowledge, aren't I? Let's see. I do have one. Well, you know what? If Kevin Hart's been on there, his buddy is The Rock. The Rock's gotta be on there. But there's one other person off the top of my head at the moment that I can think of who should definitely be on. And his name is John Cena. Ooh, actually, I forgot to see who won last night's basketball game. Did Boston get swept? I'll probably figure it out to this, but there you go. Honestly, today was just some housekeeping, some things I did yesterday, some guests I would like to see on Hot Ones, and yeah. It's hard to believe in 2 days from now I'm going to be up to, over 2 days, technically over 2 days from now, because literally 2 days from now, I will be, probably doing Friday's video. Which, okay, there's a movie coming out very late on Thursday night. So between that and obviously tomorrow's episode of Hot Ones, Friday's video is going to be huge. It's also going to be a very long, early morning for me. I hope you like this video. If you did like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all you guys watching Joe today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, chat, once you here to Lindy, I'll show you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.